I did go to the Mars after drinking Mars.
What's up, people? Welcome to Nasty Sesh.
Yo,
the vibes. You can see you got the pretty boys, the cool ones. We are gonna be reviewing on something really not normal.
Yeah, an extraterrestrial.
Something that you would not see normal guys talking about.
Boy.
The context of the video is that we are reviewing, we are reacting to something. That is the context.
We are reacting.
I've had my own experience.
When you tell this experience,
This dude looks like he's been high.
Looks like he's being abducted by aliens.
I've always got ginger hair.
There's no way in hell this guy does not have a mid-lamp.
Hi, I'm Lauren. I have a blog called starseedhotspot.com. I'm someone who would identify as a starseed and have had a lot of different spiritual and paranormal experiences.
This girl is on the myth that guy's
Starseeds are people who originated as extraterrestrials.
I've seen a UFO.
Whoa, the funny part about the situation, the nigga turned back like, how aren't you guys not following? Yeah. I was like, okay, so I'm the only one. Oh wait, okay.
Especially going through what's called a Kundalini awakening.
What? Kundalini awakening. Yeah.
third gate. Yeah.
So it's interesting that we always use like human-like objects to
There isn't
explain
like
aliens.
a catch-all, you know what I mean? Because it's like you said, oh, they have headlights. Well, maybe they have lights, but maybe it's not so they can see. There could be a different purpose for it, you know what I mean?
Don't tell me. I know what I saw. You can't tell me that it was your headlight. I saw you was
Aliens live among us today.
I've never seen any that I know of, but I have interviewed a lot of researchers who have heard from people within the government, within the Department of Defense, that have said that they are pretty confident that that's a reality and that the black budget goes to trying to keep some kind of tabs on this activity.
So is every conclusion or every confirmation to what this guy believes is the government? No, it's not that he believes in the government. It's that the government has confirmed his beliefs, so he believes it.
Yeah.
If the government came out and said, haha, JK bro, then it's like, nah, you're lying to us now, just trying to cover up your tracks.
And as someone who identifies as a starseed, I mean, like, technically, I'm an alien that incarnated here.
Like, I heard you from a distance, like, nigga be like, bitch, this girl's talking crazy.
I woke up one day a complete material atheist. Some friends convinced me to try Salvia divinorum.
Salvia divinorum. Man, it's on another level of weed.
Instantaneous out-of-body experience, and then that felt entirely natural. It felt more normal than waking life. And then there was a male and female entity of some kind, and they spoke to me. They're like, wow, we're surprised you're here. I'm like, I'm surprised I'm here.
A lot of the time, bro. I feel like these people are just making things up to entertain their minds because their lives are so boring. You know? But anyway, we continue.
Paul Hellier's the ex-defense minister of Canada, and he says, hey, there's these crafts flying over and they're shooting our nuclear facilities with some kind of beam and disabling them. I mean, that's a fairly credible source.
Again, as long as the government's on your side, then they're a credible source. But when they're showing you pictures of fake stuff, then no, lying. What you mean, bro? Come on.
But it's not strong evidence. As far as physical evidence, that's where we fall short.
I would disagree with that. Have you ever tried a psychedelic compound?
I have not.
Psychedelic. Jubilee does not encourage recreational use of drugs. So don't be using the drugs to now like see UFOs and
Hey yo
alien
guys,
people.
I shoot fire out my ass. You ever tried to what? You were saying what?
Yes.
You're talking about the brain and the brain being powerful, but so is our heart center, which science can prove has its own energy field around it, and it's much stronger than our brain.
She can be like, I feel like our energy's like.
Feel like our energy.
Yeah.
So she'll be like, oh totally.
He's giving her the idiot look.
One night stand, you leave a letter and just be like, the UFOs have called.
Or you just tell her, I'm sorry, but you sent me out of this world.
Now that I've planted my star seed.
Wow, you literally teaches people how to be crafty. Cheating is wrong, even though a person's on some psychedelic drugs.
Guys, please don't take advantage of people. Please, come on now.
You've been on the show before, right?
I have been on the show before, yes, in the Flat Earth episode.
Nice. What was that experience?
Gotta see that. We need to see that. We need to see that.
The Area 51 raid was a bad idea.
That was the best idea we had.
That was the best idea we had.
Most of the people that signed up on the Facebook, they want.
Now,
how many
people actually needed it?
There was only that one man who ran past.
If they can wipe people's memories that have been working there for 20 years like that, then what could they do to people that...
I wonder if they use that plant to write memories. They just touch your body and then they just take a drop to rest the muscle.
I definitely don't believe it was necessarily a bad idea. I feel like it put pressure on the government to be like, hey, there are a lot of people who are curious about what you're doing. And if you have a whole facility of just like secrets, you can't help but explore that curiosity and see for yourself.
This is amazing. Police everywhere should start Facebook pages saying we're raiding drugstores, and that'll encourage the drugstores to be like, hey yo, we are.
But it wasn't like we had a group of, scientists and well-to-do people that would be, I guess, more respected. It was just a bunch of kids.
Back out here live, we will have much more from the tiny community of Rachel, Nevada at 6.
I believe humans were created by a higher power.
I believe humans were created by a higher
I
power.
believe so too.
Okay, can't say higher power unless they've been specific.
And I could say that the higher power actually initiated the whole creation of humans. I can't just say that now we're created by higher power.
But
it initiated the whole creation of
Yo, this is gonna bring that whole conversation of like, are we even real or like is this a simulation type of thing?
I don't
it's
believe
gonna
in
be
that.
crazy. You know what, like
I think the worst comments we could get or the backlash we could receive is like, yo, how can you bash on someone for believing in something?
Nah.
We're just making fun.
We're just making
Just joshing.
Just making fun.
We're just busting your balls.
But then like if you wanna know more, if you wanna know better,
Making fun of
use that recreational shit. That recreational shit. Open your mind.
Terrence McKenna thought it was mushrooms, that we did psychedelic mushrooms, and that facilitated an evolution of consciousness, and mushroom spores can survive in space too.
He's saying mushrooms are the aliens.
Wait, I don't believe in the whole mushrooms, but like, I do get the whole thing about having minerals come from outer space back into 1.5
No, he just said that mushroom spores
Yes,
have been found that they can survive
can
in space,
survive.
in the vacuum of space.
Yes,
like
they can survive.
It just reminds me of Aliens, dog. If you watch that movie Aliens,
Mm.
bruh, those things, they're like those spores, my guy. You'll catch them there in space, and then they do the vibes here.
The mushroom jumps in your face.
Could be civilizations that are tens of thousands of years ahead of us. They could have came in here and altered things. That is 100% a possibility. But possibility and probability are two different things, and I think that's really important because I can sit here all day and tell you, yes, we could all be in a simulation. That is, and statistically possible.
But then everybody's explanation for everything.
Good.
Unfortunately, why do you always come to that conclusion?
You see what happened? A lot of people watched flipping Matrix. After watching Matrix, my guy, it changed the concept of
They
everyone's
chose the
mindset.
blue pill.
They chose the blue pill, man. Got stuck.
I think no, but that just brings. But then that just means you too towards yourself. You too into yourself. Because why would you choose the blue pill? Why? Why would you choose the blue pill?
If this is like some VR situation, that sucks so hard.
And you out there, my guy.
Like,
The
we've
robots
been
are
waiting
like
for VR
eating
for so
you,
long.
you know?
Really.
We are the VR.
Hey, then you find out you're an NPC. Oh, shit.
The whole point.
Open up the door. Suicide.
My views on this topic are an important part of my identity.
Mushrooms.
Yes.
It wouldn't make sense for me to not step forward considering the fact that I identify as a starseed. So it's just something that you awaken to your own.
When she said I identify, that like, is this one of the genders now?
Now being a starseed is the new gender.
Yo, my guy, what's your ex like? I know, bro. She was a star seed, man.
Wow.
You know, and then that's a whole.
That's some heavy shit. You see your boys like that, bro. That's some heavy shit, man. Like, you like
take a seat.
You dated a man, you dated a woman, and you trisexual.
Yo, quadrisexual, my god. Bro, forgot like what is this thing?
Apache helicopter.
I'd love to be the first guy to, see the craft land, go up, introduce myself, get some alien technology, take my.
Oh, that shit ain't happening, son. Nigga bounce.
Yeah, in South Africa.
Bro, niggas be like, go, you leave. Go.
So these niggas.
I need to try that shit.
So most of his experiences
To broaden the spectrum, man.
That's why people drink and drive, to broaden their horizons.
I normally tell everyone I don't have beliefs. It's all based off statistics. I'm not here to say 100.
That's the saddest existence I've ever heard.
So, man.
You live your life believing in nothing.
No, he doesn't believe in nothing. He believes in
statistics. I normally tell everyone I don't have beliefs. It's all based off statistics. I'm not here to say.
You see,
It's all
the guys about the numbers, boy. 1 and zeros.
Easy numbers. Easy. Then you have a belief and you've just debunked yourself.
100% there are aliens. Just statistically there are. So I'm here to always just make the boundary between people who say 100% there are aliens and the people who say 100% there aren't aliens. And I don't think either of those are.
This guy is that side character. What you call it? That MNC, whatever it is. NPC.
It's a number situation.
Before my spiritual awakening, I was just like you guys.
I already know what he's gonna say.
Awakening. I was just like you guys. I'm better. I'm better now.
Wow.
Yes, someone like me who went through a spiritual awakening and someone who is a starseed and just being like, okay, who am I? I'm not from here. I could speak this other language.
Please speak that other
I don't want to trigger anyone, but then if the moment she starts saying that I can speak tongues, I'll be like,
she can do other things.
bro, I won't
Let's see the
lie.
other language.
Let's see the other language.
Body language.
science can't explain it to me, and so I feel like just operating from the science base
I think we all kind of agree aliens probably do exist. There's a great chance. For me, 99.99% chance here. It's just a fine line when we talk about psychedelics or inner realities, because I think then we have to credit people with schizophrenia, we have to credit people with all types of disorders to then not downplay what they believe and what they see. And they see their mother walking in front of them, and they see the ants that actually evolve into humans in front of them. And so I think it's hard to do that, because I think if we go down that realm or that realm, then we can't discredit them either. Not to say we can't, but just it would put us down that realm where we have to credit all of them. And so it's really important that for me is, yes, we can go down that road, but I think that road didn't lead us to cars, hospitals, different things like that.
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Put that thing up.
Chris, you can go.
Okay, where am I going to? Me, you know me. There's other things. I don't understand everything. I'm not gonna go say I understand everything. There's other things happening without my awareness, so I'll let them be for now. I don't need to know.
I just don't. I'm not a. Yeah, I kind of do believe in aliens, low key, because.
Whoa! He's like, he does believe, and he's like,
I don't. It doesn't matter to me really, bro. I do because the universe is vast, bro.
I'm still skeptical about the idea.
Oh
wait. So with me, it's like, I think it all depends on the courage of the individual to go and experience or explore whatever they want to go and explore personally, because if you guys are having this thing of like, how can I believe?
I'm sorry to interrupt you. We do not encourage drugs.
Yeah, we don't.
Especially them psychedelics.
So like, if you guys are saying that, hey, I don't believe, or like you're kind of skeptical about what you're seeing from the news, from the government, from whatever, from other people, just go and see it for yourself, man. Like, even if it's taking drugs, but like,
we don't condone that behavior.
Okay, I'm not condoning the use of drugs. I'm just saying question everything, basically, and go and find out an answer for yourself personally, like that you can be satisfied. I mean, because there's a lot of things that can be explained, but not explained to the point of satisfaction, you see. So satisfaction.
Satisfaction, man. We doing our own thing.
I'm gonna say something. You've been waiting. As I said before, everyone is entitled to their own beliefs. I don't have your experiences in life, so I don't know what led you to believe what you believe in. You don't know what led me to believe in what I believe in. But like, y'all worried about space. We don't even know what's in the ocean, and that's here.
Yeah.
That's all I'm super saying. Okay?
Bro, I don't even know what Botswana looks like.
I've been Maru.
Well, I believe there's more to this world. You see, the world is not what it seems to be. It's not like going to school, coming back. There's more to this world. I believe in the spiritual, and if the spiritual or supernatural being counts as aliens, then I do believe in aliens.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you've heard the people, and what I would say that as long as we believe, or as long as actually we live, for me there's a huge possibility, because it's very scary if we are legit alone in this universe. That's scary, and if we are not, that's also scary, because at the end of the day, either we are gonna be hunted, or we're gonna be attacked, or practically we're gonna just die out alone. So as always, subscribe, like, share with your friends,
Sorry guys, Nasty Sesh has to go. We're getting cold.
Freezing cold. Thanks to our so subscribe on the Nasty.
The Star Seeds need Nasty Sesh, so we gotta be